Welcome back, everyone. I'm Robbie,
I'm Jeremy.
and we are very excited to start. Finally, we wanted this for a long time. The Harry Potter marathon as we lead up to the sequel to Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, which is out next month in November. It's getting so close. So, of course, we're starting off with the one that kicked it all off, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Hope you enjoy.
Did you ever make anything happen? Anything you couldn't explain? You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what? Dear Mr. Potter, we are pleased to inform you that you have been accepted at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry.
Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, or Sorcerer's Stone, depending where you are in the world. But it's Philosopher's Stone.
It's Philosopher.
It's Philosopher's Stone. Was directed by Chris Columbus, and it stars Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint, of course, as Harry, Ron, and Hermione, along with an incredible British cast with the late great Alan Rickman, Maggie Smith, Richard Harris, and so many others.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how far this movie has come. Like, it has aged so well.
Yeah,
And
15 years.
Yeah, the fact that that it still is it's still a good film standalone is even more phenomenal. Like, Christopher Columbus was the perfect choice to open up, the Wizarding World to the fans of the silver screen. He has
definitely.
done such a good job in this film, and compared to the book, like, it's pretty good. Like, there was
I
a
think
lot.
they did the best they could have.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's never going to be possible for a filmmaker to make a book perfect on the screen.
Yeah, it's impossible.
It's
You
never-
can't condense like so many chapters into 2 hours.
Definitely. But he's done absolutely phenomenal job for this film, and I like, this is great. I love this film so much. Daniel Radcliffe was the perfect choice, and literally still is for Harry Potter, in my opinion, and I think in everyone's opinion. I guess
Definitely.
no one will be able to recreate Harry Potter, and
Rupert Grint and Emma Watson, so good.
great.
So good.
Of course, Robbie Coltrane, like,
Yes.
wow, as Hagrid, like, come on.
Maggie Smith as McGonagall.
We could keep going.
Oh my god, I'm gonna keep going. Alan Rickman as Snape
Yeah.
is the perfect Snape, and no one could ever do Snape like Alan Rickman.
I don't think there's a film out today that has this many perfect actors and actresses for the roles they played in the book. Like, I honestly don't. I think this is the best one.
Definitely.
And to think that it's come so far now with 7 other films following behind it, like, this is
Expanding the cast in a way that you never imagined. And it's so good. So alright. It's a 15-year-old film. We're gonna be talking spoilers, of course. So if you haven't seen the film, well, I mean, that's on you. Get around to it. And we probably will be maybe mentioning a few bits in the book as well that might be spoilers, so if you haven't read the book either,
Go read it now.
go read it. It's great. I mean, it's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a bit biased, but it's great. It's so good. Okay, so starting off with, I guess, one of the main points in the film is the Philosopher's Stone.
Yes.
And the whole Voldemort Quirrell dynamic.
Yeah.
After that was perfect.
Yeah, I like, compared to the book, like, it's pretty incredibly accurate, and I think
Almost word for word at times.
yeah,
Dialogue.
like the whole, his, like, Quirrell's whole and Voldemort's whole monologue at the end of the film.
It's straight out of the book.
It's great. Like, it's perfect, and you know what's crazy? When I read the book, this was actually the only book I read out of the entire series that I read before watching the movies. I watched the movies first, but when I read the Chamber of Secrets, the
Philosopher's Stone.
Philosopher's Stone, like, from, like, the last 5 or 10 chapters, I pictured it perfectly as it was in the movie. Like, that's unreal. The fact that I pictured something exactly the way it was set in the movie.
Yeah.
And like the whole the mirror and Quirrell and the whole interaction between the two of them at the end.
I'd say out of all book adaptations where I've read the book first and then gone to the movie, this would be the one that was the most accurate for me personally compared to what I imagined in my mind. The only thing in the book that is different to on screen that I imagined a bit differently was the Quidditch. Everything else was exactly like Nearly Headless Nick looked exactly the way I imagined.
Yeah.
The Great Hall, Hogwarts itself, because J.K. Rowling, without it being crazy length of description like say Tolkien does in Lord of the Rings, it's very easy to read, but she's so descriptive and she's so to the point. You straight away know what she's describing and what it looks like.
Yeah, definitely. Like she has a way with words that can speak like a million words in one small paragraph. Even the description of the Dursleys' house, like the cupboard under the stairs, like Fall Privet Drive, everything about that, I was like this like it's little words but so much detail.
If I was to pick one thing that I'm disappointed didn't make it to the screen, it would be Peeves.
Oh, definitely.
So for those of you who haven't read the book, there's a poltergeist in the book who's famous for causing mischief in Hogwarts, and he's called Peeves. He's a pretty big character in the novels.
And Chris Columbus actually put it in the movie.
Yeah,
it was a deleted scene.
He was supposed to be in there, yeah.
And I think the reason he took it out was because it was too scary. Is that what he said?
I can't remember. I also can't remember.
I do remember reading it somewhere, but he took it out for some pretty ridiculous reason, to be honest. Like Peeves deserves to be in the film because he plays such a massive part in all the books. But yeah, I think that's, and also the potions in the
So the challenge leading up to Quirrell, there was a couple that were taken out. There was supposed to be the troll and the potions. The troll didn't really care what wasn't in there, but I would have liked to see the potions.
Yeah, definitely. But that's like
nitpicking.
Much,
nitpicking.
That's looking for trouble.
Yeah.
And of course,
John Williams.
Oh, so he had probably the most difficult job of any of the filmmakers on this, and that's literally setting up the soundtrack that is going to, one day be iconic in every single, pretty much, home that that has Harry Potter. Think about when you hear Hedwig's theme, like to think that John Williams created that and it's now become such an iconic, like it's even in Fantastic Beasts, and it's massive now, and it's
how many famous themes has he composed?
It's ridiculous.
The guy is unbelievable,
and to think that that now it's come this far is just unreal.
Yeah, and that even though, sure, we have the Fantastic Beasts movies to keep the whole franchise alive, it's not the Harry Potter story. The fact that Harry Potter himself and the books and those movies and that particular part of the universe is still so relevant today shows not just how talented J.K. Rowling was in her writing, that she was able to pull something off like Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, but just the films themselves, that they still resonate today. And it's not just down to Chris Columbus, it's David Heyman, the producer, who was the whole way through. Steve Kloves, the screenwriter, and of course John Williams. And the fact that they were able to keep, like, so many times you get sequels where they change, they recast and things like that. The fact that they were able to keep every single actor from the first one the whole way through, with the notable exception of Richard Harris, which was of course for tragic reasons. Everyone else stays the same. So you see them grow into these characters over a decade of films.
And that's something that pretty much no film has ever done before. I mean, like trilogies, you can kind of see it, but it's not good enough.
It's still over only 3-4 years.
Exactly. So like Star Wars, for example, might have cameos, or like like Harrison Ford as well. But those are reboots and whatnot. This is a straight up series from one movie to the 8th. Like it's
one giant story.
And the idea was to watch the characters grow, just as you do in the book, and it's almost in real time as well. Like that's how incredible it is.
Yeah.
Um,
And it was amazing because, like, I mean, like, say, Rupert Grint, he is essentially my age. We were both born the same year.
Yeah.
So, like, I was 13 when they were 13 making the... Well, no. Yeah, when they were making the films. And then I was 20 or so when they were 20 doing Death House Part 2. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Pretty crazy to think that it started off as, you know, this simple movie just adapted from one of J.K. Rowling's books, and now it's become one of the biggest blockbuster series in the world.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, we could keep talking on and on about this film for a long time. What are you giving it?
I'll give it 5 stars.
Yeah, it's a 5-star.
Yeah, definitely 5 stars.
Even taking away the personal attachment,
Yeah.
I think it's technically... Sure, there might be a couple of things that look a bit dated, but that's what you get when it's a 15-year-old film.
Yeah, but for an introduction to to its own world,
it's excellent.
It's
Absolutely
5 stars.
excellent.
Yeah, definitely.
Understand this, Harry, because it's very important. Not all wizards are good.
I'm going to bed before either of you come up with another clever idea to get us killed. Or worse, expelled.
She needs to sort out her priorities.
I think it is clear that we can expect great things from you.
Alright, Cinephiles, thanks for watching our first installment of our Harry Potter movie marathon in the lead-ups to Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Hit the subscribe button if you're keen on seeing our next installment, The Chamber of Secrets. Let us know what you thought of the movie as well in the comments section down below. That's it for today, guys. Thanks. We'll see you at the movies.